Last year's game.
And that's fun.
Okay,
It's
thanks.
cute,
I know.
but everybody has a job to do, and that doesn't help anybody with their job when he's saying that. But James Franklin, once again, if that's his message, and I think he's a tremendous coach, and he's doing an unbelievable job at Vanderbilt. But to get up there and tell us today that the Elon game is the same as Tennessee, it's ridiculous. Okay, it insults everybody who's ever lived in this town longer than a day. Okay, don't tell us that the Elon game will have the same significance as a victory over Tennessee on Saturday.
Right. Didn't get into much detail about Zach Stacy either, although Stacy is listed as the number one tailback on the depth chart. Still very much remains to be seen that whether he'll be available. It certainly would not be 100%.
Real quick before we bring in our man, his former teammate. I just saw this. Adam Kaplan tweeted this out. We've talked about the Eagles and all their problems this year with their offensive line. They have not been able to keep anybody upright. They have signed, this is according to Adam Kaplan, Jake Scott.
Jake Scott,
Philadelphia Eagles,
who has been a regular guy on the Steve Gorman Sports.
Yes.
Wow, what's Gorman going to do now? From 2 to 3.
Well, they have
Jake
phones
Scott
in Philadelphia, so maybe he could call in.
Wow, good for Jake. Damian Williams is here, and he is beginning his, I don't know if I would call it a vacation, but the bye week is a very important rest period here. Damon, we certainly appreciate you coming here before you head to wherever you're going. Are you getting out of town?
Yeah, I'm actually leaving as soon as the show's over.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You're not wasting any time.
No, 7:01. He will
7:01.
I will be on the road.
Well, let's ask him about the policy. When you were in college, how much did Pete Carroll and the guys you played under, Houston Nutt, did they tell you, hey, listen, let's keep it, don't say anything that's going to make waves, or did they trust you to say whatever you wanted? Did they have rules?
You know what? I think that, probably my freshman year at Arkansas, when I was under Houston Nutt, his whole philosophy was, just protect the team. Whatever the case is, don't say anything.
No bulletin board material.
Right. Don't say anything that could hurt the team. Always build up your teammates, that type of stuff. Same thing when I got to SC. That was his number one rule, protect the team. Don't ever give anybody anything that they could use negatively against your team. And also, at SC, when I was there, they had a policy where freshmen weren't allowed to talk, weren't even allowed to talk to the media. It was only guys that have been through the program and kind of seen how the process works.
I think that's a smart move. I want to ask you, too, about, but in our next segment, we're going to get heavy.
And that was pre-Twitter, right? That was so.
Before it really taken off.
Now Twitter has changed the whole game.
So, whether you're allowed to speak to the media or not, you can certainly get your word out there.
Everybody else, I should say. Correct.
And I'm sure they are monitoring those accounts daily.
There was one other thing I was thinking about. In this day and age now, too, it seems like more and more teams are going real close to the vest with injuries. Was that the same way in college? Of course.
And mainly because you don't ever want to give the other team a tip, whoever you're playing, your upcoming opponents or whatnot. Say you got a guy that's out, he has a high ankle sprain. That's almost a guarantee he's not going to play the next week. Well, if that is the case, then you don't ever want to give that information because the next team doesn't have to prepare for you. They're going to the next person.
All right, let's take a break. When we come back, you got one more thing you want to ask?
Where are you going? Are you going to Cali, Arkansas? Where are you going?
I'm actually going to both. I'm going to Arkansas today. I'm driving home after this, and then I will go to California this weekend for the game.
Oh, you'll be at the game.
Yes.
Okay.
The game. A little rivalry game, too.
It's not a rivalry, but it's a game. It's just another game.
But they got to win that game to get to the championship game.
Yeah,
though.
so is that other team's got to win that game. So it's just a game.
Very interesting. Okay.
We'll have to.
But he must have been hanging out with Lavelle Hawkins. That Pac-12 confidence is coming through. Lavelle Hawkins absolutely roasted Jason McCourty about how Rutgers is a powerful high school team, basically. Talked a lot of Pac-12 noise.
He was killing McCourty last week.
Yeah, I don't like to speak bad about other schools outside of that powder blue team that happens to supposedly rival my school. But hey.
So you've never said those four letters, together.
Huh?
You've never said you. C.
Ucula.
Yeah,
Berkeley?
you've never said.
Irvine,
You've
Davis.
never said UCLA.
No, never.
We'll talk about another team that wears a shade of blue, or actually two, about the Titans win yesterday. Damian Williams will talk about it. We're here at Wild Wing Cafe. We're also got our Swiftwick Sox Youth League Team of the Week. We'll meet them as well a little later in the show. Stay tuned. We're coming back with more here on Sports Night, presented by Baptist Sports Medicine on 102.5 The Game.